How I made over $3,000 flipping digital NFTs. And if you're somebody that wants to be able to get in on the ground floor when it comes to trading these digital collectibles or NFTs, whether it's art, whether it's collectibles, whether it is through VeVe or hot NBA Top Shot, be sure to watch till the very end if you want to be able to see how you can monetize from this latest trend. Hey everybody, this is Peng Joon here, and right now, this app that I'm utilizing right now, today is the day the marketplace is open, and I've been waiting for this for a really long time, and I'm having so much fun. If you've been following me for a while now, you know that I love collectibles. I have been a comic collector, a toy collector. I've been following this game for a really long time, and this new way of collecting stuff through crypto and collectibles is just something that I love doing. Today in this video, I want to be able to share with you what it is that I learned through that journey, because when you can apply these same principles of how marketers utilize hype, anticipation, the build up, so whether it's, luxury watches or sneakers or anything like that, you got to realize that when you understand these principles, you'll be able to utilize them to flip and make a profit on digital collectibles once you understand these few things. So right now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to head over to, as you can see, my wallet right now. I've got about $3,000 in my wallet from just flipping these digital products, or NFTs rather. I've got slightly over 200 collectibles, and I want to walk you through my collection, how I am looking at collecting, how I speculate, how I predict prices going up, and what type of collectibles I see going up a ton. In order to show you the direction and what it is that I've been flipping and how I've made over $3,000 just buying and selling, and this does not include the net increase of my collectibles, on paper. We first got to understand the direction where this app and digital collector scene is headed when it comes to VeVe. This is an old article from OMI back in 2018 when they talked about the initial master collector. Now, a lot of things has changed since, but if you can understand their initial vision and why they created this, you'll be able to speculate the direction it's headed towards, and therefore you'll be able to buy the right items that will definitely increase in price. Okay, so if you take a look at what the Master Collector program is, it's basically rewarding people to collect stuff. And everybody starts at level 1, and you'll level up as you collect more stuff. Now, obviously, because this is 2-3 years ago, things have definitely changed. But initially, the whole goal is to reward people by giving them early access to digital collectibles, limited edition, as well as bonus tokens, as well as secret rares. There are some things that has changed. Just about, a few days ago, this was a Q&A that was recently done, that was posted on Telegram, and then now it's on Reddit. But basically, the Master Collector, and this is confirmed, is that the Master Collector will get a 10-second hit start on drops. Now, at first glance, this means like, oh, wait a second, like, what does this even mean? Like, why would this be a huge added advantage? Now, if you have watched my previous videos, you will know that right now, getting a drop for an ultra rare is extremely tough. And it's not only will a hit start, 10-second hit start, allow your chances to be dramatically better, but it also means that you will get a low serial number, and as a result of that, it's going to be worth more. And you're going to see a lot of hardcore collectors. They value low-digit serial numbers, and they're willing to pay a lot more for it. Now, if we understand this, we can then apply that same process when it comes to flipping and speculating which ones will go up in value. Going back to my profile, you'll see that right now I have 219 collectibles, but I've only got 2 sets. And the reason for that is because right now the marketplace just opened today. Literally, I've been buying and selling a lot. But let me show you the things that I have been stocking up, the things that I've been flipping for profit, and the things that I'm going to be holding for long term, right? I easily have well over $10,000 worth of drops in my account right now. And I want to show you how I have been flipping and the kind of stuff that I have been buying, both long term and short term. So let's begin with this. Okay, now this is Big Barda, and this is a license from DC Direct. So first prediction is that this, along with Starfire, will massively increase in price and is still undervalued. When I first bought this was approximately $400. Then I've seen go to $600, $800, and it's approximately $1,000 right now. You can see here, in fact, today I bought another one. I used 2 accounts in order to maximize my chances. Today I utilized 2 accounts to buy drops. Okay, so 2 different accounts, but from this account over here, you can see that from this edition, I was willing to pay, I paid how much? $975 for this. And here's the reason why, okay? Big Barda along with Starfire, these 2 collectibles, is a collectible where you only need 1 to complete an entire set. Now, why is this important moving forward? It is because I know that when the Master Collector rolls out in the 3rd quarter, there is a good chance. Now, this is all speculation, and that's the name of the game, right? It's to speculate like what are the most probable things that will happen. But I do believe that they will gauge and give a collector a specific level based on not just collectibles, but the amount of sets that you have completed. Having 300 of the same collectible would be pretty lame, right? But rewarding collectors based on the amount of sets they have, that would probably be a pretty good gauge in order to see, how serious a collector is. With that said, this is why prediction number 1, Big Barda and Starfire, would dramatically increase. On top of that, notice that right now you can see there's only 1,044 of these editions. And if you take a look at this in comparison to the latest drops, you will see that if I were to go to the marketplace right now, the ultra rare for the DeLorean, right now you can see that the latest drop for this ultra rare was 12,500. So what does that tell you? It tells you that that's 1/10 of the supply, and you just need that 1 to complete that entire set. And that is why I am very bullish on that, and that's why I'm going to be shopping together with you guys. I'm going to be looking at the marketplace together, so I'm showing you my thought process. Okay, so that's number 1. That's my prediction for Barda and Starfire. Next one would be, let me show you some of the things that I've been buying. It's insane. So because the marketplace just opened up, there's a lot of people in the crypto world called paper hands, which means they're not able to hold anything. They just want to sell because they've been holding on to this, and the marketplace has not been open for the last 7 weeks. So right now I feel that it's a great time to buy because a lot of people are actually selling their stuff at cost price. So let me show you what that looks like. So for example, Back to the Future. Now, Back to the Future, you will see that I have been buying a ton of these DeLorean time machines, the common ones. And the reason for that is because a lot of people have been selling at the marketplace at either cost price or less than cost price because they couldn't hold on to it, and chances are they bought something, there's probably buyer's remorse, and they realized they need to sell it. So you'll notice, like for example, this was one that I literally just bought 30 minutes before I've shot this video, and you can see that this was the rare time machine DeLorean that was listed at $70, but I bought this piece at 70 gems today as well. Okay, so that means that people are selling their stuff in the marketplace at cost. And if you're looking at the marketplace at the right time, you'll be able to get pretty good deals. Because let me tell you this, if you're willing to hold on to these, it's only a matter of time when the player base catches up and it's going to be significantly larger than the drop sizes. Now that is when the price is going to increase. So I am stocking up on anything that I can find at list price. Because I know that the price is also going to go up. My next prediction is for the ultra rare. So today, if I were to go to the marketplace, let's go shopping right now. In fact, let's reinvest the entire $3,000 that I have in the account so that you can see my thought process and how I'm thinking about things. Okay, so with the understanding of the importance of sets, let's complete the Back to the Future set, because I wanted to complete this set, but I want to wait for this video as well. So let's take a look at the ultra rare and take a look at how much ultra rares are going for. So right now, the cheapest one, it looks like it's 265 with 8065 serial number, 265. I did see one at 225 earlier today, but that is the price of hesitation. I wanted to wait for this video so that I can show it to you guys. But I can see, look, the cheapest right now, there's a lot, 300, 388, 325. You know what? I'm gonna get this. I believe 265. I would have probably get a better deal if I didn't wait. I saw it at 225. But 265 over a long run, you can't really lose, right? Yes, it was only at $100, but for an ultra rare, for it to be 2.5 times retail, I think it's pretty fair. And if you watch my previous video, I stood here like 45 minutes like an idiot and I couldn't get anything. Okay, so I'm gonna buy it. I think it's a no-brainer. Well, it's not really a no-brainer, but it is going to go up in time. And how I justify everything is that, no, wait, see guys, this is the price of hesitation. Like literally, if you see something, you gotta be decisive if you know it's a good deal. At 265, I know that it's as good as it gets, but it looks like somebody else has bought it. So let me refresh this thing. Okay, the next one would be 279. I'm gonna, console myself and say this is a lower serial number. So let's go ahead and buy this right now, 279. Not the cheapest round. I've seen it at 225. But for the sake of this video, let's just go ahead with it. How do I justify these purchases? I justify it as, you know what? I'm going to utilize this NFT, this one-on-one, as probably an ad in the AR. So from that video or ad or a piece of content that I create, it'll probably have ROI over there. So that's one way to justify literally everything you buy in life. It would be literally if somebody asks you, if your partner, your spouse, your husband, your wife asks you, honey, why did you buy that stupid thing? You'll say, well, honey, it's for an ad, right? That's your justification. And it works every single time. So now you'll see that we have completed a third set. I do believe that for the DeLorean Ultra Rare, because it's 1-to-1, eventually, over a longer period of time, when you are able to put this into virtual worlds and take it out so that it's not just on an app, this is going to be further in development. A 1-to-1 time machine from Back to the Future is going to be really cool. And I think that further in time, you will not be able to get it at under $300. Okay, so next prediction would be this. If I were to go to brands, like I talked about, Barda and Starfire. So let's take a look at Starfire right now again. If I can find stuff that is, again, first of all, notice 61 for sale in the marketplace. That's not a lot. Bid 800, 3K, 1.1K, 1.5, 2K. So looking at this, insane. So notice like the low serial numbers, number 46 at 46K is insanity. I mean, I don't think it will sell at that amount, but that's just to show you the power of, a low serial number. So it looks like the cheapest in the store right now is 1.1. I feel like I could be patient and get it at a better price point. 981 at 1.1 isn't that great of a number. There's only 2 at 1.1K, and I have seen this, and I've been waiting. So 1.1, this is a slightly lower serial number, number 751, 1052. So you know what, let's just get it, because I want to show you like the thought process. Again, the reason why I am bullish about this and why I know I can flip it is because there's only 1,000 of them. And if I really wanted to, I could be, driving the prices up by holding enough quantities of it. Now, obviously, because this is $1,000 a pop, you'll need a pretty large capital. But this is just to show you my thought process. Okay, I do believe that this is a long-term hold because of the way it completes collections. So I am going to buy this as well, and I'm going to complete this. So now, purchase successful. So now you notice that there's an extra set over here. Okay, so what am I doing? I am building up towards the master collector status. Because I do know when they do roll it out in Q3, these prices are going to shoot up even more because of the way it completes the full set. Now, this is based on assumption that they are going to reward master collector status based on the amount of sets and collectibles you have. It is also said that they are going to reward based on the amount of OMI tokens that you might have, which is something that I collect as well. I did in my and if you have not watched that video, I talked about how I am a huge believer of not in every gold rush, in not just mining for gold, but for investing in people that's selling the mining picks. And the mining pick in this gold rush would be the OMI token. And if you want to buy OMI tokens, I'm going to leave a link in the description box below to show you exactly where it is that I buy from. And if you do that, you'll be able to save up to 40% from the trading fees as well. Okay, so back to this. Once we understand the direction and the power of being a master collector and the advantages and how everybody is going to want to level up their master collector status, let me show you the next thing of how I think about investing. And I'm going to show you why this next thing called the token burn is so crucial. So like I talk about how you always want to invest, and why I've put in, let's just say, a sizable amount in OMI is because of the tokenomics and how tokens are burned based on sales that they have. Okay, so this amount is extracted from the blockchain, and as you can see these days over here where there was purchases worth 1.7 million, 2.5 million. These are the days when they made the drops. Okay, so this was the last drop. This was the Back to the Future drop together with the unicorns. And you can see that on those days, the burns was insane. Now, you'll notice that all these other days, the number is pretty pathetic. And the reason for that is because for last week, 2 weeks, there was no drops, nothing new, and the marketplace was closed. But if you take a look at the amount of deposits that was put in, now that they're starting to open up marketplace, not to everybody, but to a good amount of users, you will see that deposits are now increasing and the burn rates are... So first of all, what does this mean? It means that if there's $1 million worth of sales, of new sales happening in store, they will burn an equal amount of OMI tokens in circulation. So what does this mean? It means that if you're holding the crypto that powers this, the price technically would go up. Now, I know that in the last 1 week, right now, like yesterday, the crypto market took a huge dump, okay, and everything pretty much went down by 20-30%, unless you're holding Dogecoin. Dogecoin went up. It was kind of the only coin that went up. But I digress. So the point I'm trying to make is if you take a look at the unique purchases, okay? So this is some people that has actually bought something. It doesn't include the people that opened an account and didn't do anything with it. Right now, there's 25 unique purchases. So there's all in all over 500,000 purchases, but there's 25,000 unique users. Now, what does this mean? It means that chances are there's a good chance there's probably 100,000 people that has downloaded this app, of which 25,000 people have bought something. Now, why is this an important number to understand? It is because you will realize that months or a year or 3 years from now, 1,000 people or 1,000 additions is nothing. So if you think about the DeLorean Ultra Rare where there's 12,500 units, it means that the entire community, if everybody just tried to buy one, only 50% of people would have one. And that's just based on the user base right now. And this user base will only keep increasing. Therefore, if they continue getting these big name licenses, the price would only keep increasing as well. Now, I've released a video talking about how, the big names like Jurassic Park, Star Trek, these are all confirmed, and how there's a very good likelihood that Marvel and potentially Disney is in as well. Be sure to watch those videos. If we understand that this is the angle and the direction, collections are going to be important. The next thing we're going to look at is we're going to take a very different approach, and I'm going to talk about currently the most expensive piece in this entire app, okay? And it's the Eduardo Rizzo. I want to be able to get this piece together with you guys, but it's going to largely depend on the price point, okay? So before the marketplace was open, the average price this thing was going for was about 5 to 8K. Now, it looks like at first glance, there's one at 3.5. Let's see, what's the second cheapest? 4.9, 5.7, 4.7. Look, I feel that at 3.5, I'm trying to convince myself to get it. You can't lose from that, but I'm thinking about opportunity cost, okay? Look, there's the one that going at 2. So that's the thing, right? The thing that surprised me is you can see one right now that's at 2.9K and there's 59 bids on it. What number is this? Granted, perhaps maybe it's a low number. It is number 1545. Let's see, 1545 as opposed to 1468. Okay, yeah, I mean it's a $500 saving, $600 saving. Let's see. We'll keep this in KRV for now. I do believe that there could be potentially better deals out there. It's not a horrible deal, but definitely this is one to look out for. Why? Because this would be like the first edition of Batman in a digital format NFT, and this would be like a historical thing when a collector looks back years from now. And being a collector in a trading card game, in trading card games like Magic the Gathering, I can tell you that, you know, these kind of things, if it takes off, it's always that first edition, and there's always no comparison to the pricing of, you know, first and the third editions, right? World of difference. Okay, coming back to this again, you're gonna notice that I have a full set of Powerpuff Girls. Like, what am I doing with Powerpuff Girls? Well, here's why, okay? If you take a look at the ultra rare, the Mayor of Townsville in Powerpuff Girls, you will see that in the marketplace, let's see how much this thing's worth, okay? So, first of all, there is 1,750. Again, remember, current user base, active, 25,000. 1,750 as the market grows is nothing. And if you take a look at the price point, one of them is going for about, say, what, the cheapest one, $488. A $488 on an ultra rare that has got 1,000-ish is going to only increase in price as people want to start collecting sets. Mark my words, just watch. So Powerpuff Girls, Mayor of Townsville is definitely a buy. I feel that it's underrated, and this would be a flip that would be a no-brainer if you are willing to wait for quite a bit. Okay, so let's kind of summarize this. Low or short term, anything that you can get at list price. Okay, so that's why I've bought like 100+ time machines at Commons, because a lot of people are offloading them. I'm not sure if you can still get that right now. I can see a lot of people like me snapping that up today. I would also recommend the Big Bardas and anything that allows a person to complete a set where the ultra rare is like Mayor of Townsville, $500 or less. I feel that that would be that's gonna increase over the medium term as well. So first of all, one of the things that was happening right now is we're doing a current giveaway where I'm going to be giving away 1 to 3 digital collectibles from my collection. Now all you need to do is let me know your username in the VeVe app. If you currently have one, drop your username below, and I'm going to be choosing 1 to 3 different winners at random just by letting me know your biggest takeaway together with your username. Smash the like button, it does help the channel out. And if you want to be able to discover more about digital collectibles, NFTs, then be sure to subscribe for the latest news and what it is that I'm doing behind the scenes.